Have you ever looked around and thought, am I the only one asking deeper questions? Why does it feel like the more you reflect, the less people relate? You're not imagining things. Deep thinking often leads to a strange kind of solitude, not because you're broken, but because you're tuned into a frequency most people ignore. History doesn't just celebrate brilliant minds. It buries many of them under silence, mockery, or misunderstanding. Nietzsche died alone. Hypatia was killed. Kierkegaard was dismissed as mad, not because they lacked insight, but because they disturbed the comfortable illusions people build their lives around. The truth? Deep thought challenges the fabric of ordinary conversation, and that can be threatening. But why is thinking deeply so socially dangerous? Let's break it down. When someone is strong, we admire their power. When someone is rich, we respect their success. When someone is beautiful, we celebrate them. But intelligence, that's different. Intelligence doesn't flatter us. It exposes us. A truly deep thinker can make others feel like they've been living in a dream. And no one likes to be woken up without warning. This is known as cognitive dissonance, the psychological discomfort we feel when our beliefs are challenged, and most people will do anything to avoid that feeling. They'll joke, they'll change the topic, they'll label you too intense. And slowly, deep thinkers begin to feel like aliens in their own world. Now imagine this scenario. You're at a social gathering. You raise a philosophical question, something real, something raw, maybe about mortality or meaning or the illusions of modern life. People go quiet. Some smile politely. Others check their phones. You didn't offend them. You reminded them of something they try not to think about. And that is unforgivable. Here's the paradox. People say they want truth, but what they really crave is comfort. In fact, modern psychology confirms this. Research shows that people are more socially drawn to those who appear confident than those who are correct. In other words, certainty is more attractive than complexity, even if that certainty is an illusion. This explains why the world often follows bold speakers, not wise ones. Why charisma beats nuance, why populists go viral, and philosophers are quoted but rarely heard. And in the age of social media, it's only gotten worse. Algorithms reward quick takes, not slow thought. Memes outperform meditations. Rage clicks are more profitable than reflective silence. For the deep thinker, this world feels inverted. Depth is penalized, surface is praised. But here's the beauty in all this. The very isolation that burdens the deep thinker is also their gift. Because when you no longer seek approval from the crowd, you become free to think without limits. You're no longer a product of consensus. You're a creator of insight. And that's rare. Philosopher Simone Weil once wrote, "To be rooted is perhaps the most important and least recognized need of the human soul." For deep thinkers, the root is not society, it's truth. And truth, more often than not, is a lonely companion. So if you ever feel like your questions make others uncomfortable, if you feel alienated by your desire to go deeper, remember this: you are not alone. You are simply ahead. And the world has always struggled to keep pace with those who dare to think beyond it.